Our bodies are amazing machines, capable of performing countless functions every second of the day. We eat, breathe, and move, constantly taking in nutrients and oxygen to fuel our activities. But just like any machine, our bodies produce waste as a byproduct of these essential actions. The urinary system is our body's waste removal system, ensuring that harmful substances are efficiently filtered out. Think of it as a sophisticated filter that meticulously cleans our blood, removing toxins and excess substances. The urinary system comprises several key parts, each playing a crucial role in the filtration process. At the heart of this system are the kidneys, the main organs responsible for filtering waste from our blood. These remarkable organs filter out waste products and excess substances, ensuring our blood remains clean and balanced. The filtered waste then mixes with water to form urine, a liquid byproduct that needs to be expelled from the body. Urine travels down narrow tubes called ureters, which act as conduits between the kidneys and the bladder. These tubes carry the urine to the bladder, where it is temporarily stored until it can be excreted. The bladder functions like a storage tank, holding the urine until it reaches a certain volume. When the bladder is full, it sends signals to the brain, creating the sensation that we need to urinate. Finally, urine leaves the body through the urethra, a process that helps maintain our body's internal balance. The urethra is a tube that connects the bladder to the outside, allowing the urine to be expelled from the body. Kidneys are bean-shaped organs. We have two of them, one on each side of our spine. They are located just below the rib cage, towards the back. Each kidney has three main parts: the cortex, the medulla, and the renal pelvis. The cortex is the outer layer. It contains tiny filters called nephrons. The medulla is the middle layer. It has structures that collect urine. The renal pelvis is the funnel-shaped inner part. It connects to the ureter. Our blood constantly circulates through the kidneys. This is how the kidneys filter waste. Blood enters each kidney through a large blood vessel called the renal artery. Inside the kidney, the renal artery branches into smaller and smaller blood vessels. These tiny vessels carry blood to the nephrons. Nephrons are the functional units of the kidneys. They are responsible for filtering the blood. After filtration, the cleaned blood leaves the kidneys through the renal vein. This vein carries the blood back to the heart. Once urine is formed in the nephrons, it begins its journey out of the body. The nephrons, which are the functional units of the kidneys, filter blood to produce urine. This urine then travels through a series of tiny tubules within the kidney, eventually reaching the renal pelvis. The ureters play a crucial role in this process. These narrow tubes are essential for transporting urine from the kidneys to the bladder. Ureters are thin, muscular tubes. They're about 25 to 30 centimeters long and have a diameter of about 3 to 4 millimeters. They connect each kidney to the bladder. The ureters enter the bladder at an angle, which helps prevent urine from flowing backward. The walls of the ureters have muscles that contract and relax. This process is known as peristalsis. These contractions push urine down towards the bladder. Peristalsis ensures that urine moves steadily and efficiently, even if you are lying down or upside down. The bladder is a hollow, muscular organ. It can expand and contract to store and release urine. It sits in the pelvis and stores urine. The bladder can hold about 400 to 600 milliliters of urine in a healthy adult. As the bladder fills, its walls stretch. This stretching is detected by sensory nerves in the bladder wall. This stretching sends signals to the brain, telling us we need to urinate. The brain then sends signals back to the bladder, instructing it to contract when it's time to release urine. The urethra is the final passageway for urine. It is a tube that connects the bladder to the outside of the body. In females, it is shorter and located just above the vaginal opening. The female urethra is about 4 centimeters long. In males, it is longer and passes through the penis. The male urethra is approximately 20 centimeters long and also serves as a passageway for semen during ejaculation. Section 5. The science behind going micturition explained. Micturition is the medical term for urination. It's a complex process that involves both muscles and nerves. When the bladder is full, it sends signals to the brain. The brain then sends signals back to the bladder. These signals tell the bladder muscles to contract. This contraction increases pressure inside the bladder. At the same time, the brain tells the sphincter muscles to relax. The sphincter muscles are ring-like muscles that control the flow of urine out of the bladder. Once the sphincter muscles relax, urine is able to flow out of the body through the urethra. Section 6. Nephrons are the tiny filters. Nephrons are the microscopic heroes of the urinary system. Each kidney contains millions of nephrons. These tiny structures are responsible for the actual filtration of blood. Each nephron has several parts. The glomerulus is a cluster of tiny blood vessels. It acts like a sieve, filtering waste products from the blood. Bowman's capsule surrounds the glomerulus. It collects the filtered waste products. The filtrate then travels through a series of tubules. These tubules reabsorb important substances back into the blood. The remaining waste becomes concentrated urine. Section 7. The countercurrent mechanism. Concentrating your urine. The countercurrent mechanism is a fancy way of saying how our bodies conserve water. This process is crucial for maintaining our body's fluid balance, especially when water intake is low or when we are dehydrated. By concentrating urine, our kidneys ensure that we retain as much water as possible, which is vital for our survival. It happens in the loop of Henle, a U-shaped part of the nephron. The nephron is the functional unit of the kidney, and each kidney contains about 1 million nephrons. The loop of Henle plays a key role in creating the conditions necessary for water reabsorption. Imagine a salty river flowing next to a freshwater stream. The two bodies of water are separated by a semi-permeable barrier, allowing only certain molecules to pass through. The salt from the river wants to move into the stream where there is less salt. This movement is driven by the principle of diffusion, where molecules move from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration. In the loop of Henle, something similar happens. The loop creates a gradient that allows for the efficient reabsorption of water and salts, which is essential for concentrating urine. The descending limb of the loop is permeable to water. As the filtrate moves down this limb, water is reabsorbed into the surrounding tissue, making the filtrate more concentrated. The ascending limb is permeable to salt. Here, salts are actively transported out of the filtrate and into the surrounding tissue, which decreases the filtrate's concentration. This difference in permeability creates a concentration gradient. The gradient is essential for the kidney's ability to reabsorb water and concentrate urine. This gradient draws water out of the urine, making it more concentrated. By the time the filtrate reaches the end of the nephron, it has become urine, which is then excreted from the body. This entire process is vital for maintaining our body's fluid balance and ensuring that we do not lose too much water. Section 8. The urinary system. Maintaining your body's balance. The urinary system does more than just remove waste. It plays a vital role in maintaining homeostasis. Homeostasis means keeping the body's internal environment stable. The kidneys regulate blood pressure, pH balance, and electrolyte levels. They also produce hormones that are essential for red blood cell production. Without a properly functioning urinary system, our bodies would struggle to maintain the delicate balance needed for survival. So next time you use the restroom, take a moment to appreciate the amazing work of your kidneys and the rest of your urinary system.